And we're back, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate that. Next up on my Steam list of games to play and to review is Agents of Mayhem. Agents of Mayhem can be considered to be a spin-off of the Saints Row game series. And the Saints Row game series has sort of been looked down upon as a GTA ripoff, and in many ways it is, but Saints Row sort of added something that GTA failed to do. It added humor, silliness, over-the-topness. But 4 games into the Saints Row series, the critique was that Saints Row never really embraces the silliness, and it never went overboard with the powers that the game sort of bestowed upon you as a player. With Agents of Mayhem, developer Volition tries to change that. This is an all-out superhero game. Question is, did they succeed? Well, the game is modeled very much like your favorite Sunday morning cartoon. It's very colorful, it's flashy, it's loud, it's style over substance, and you either like it or you hate it. I personally like it because I grew up on watching cartoons on TV, but I can see people not liking it for it looks kinda childish. In this game you take on the Legion of Dr. Babylon. What makes this game stand out is that Dr. Babylon is actually a memorable antagonist. I mean, how many games can you remember that have an actual memorable antagonist? Not a whole lot. That doesn't mean that there's a great story here, because really there isn't. There's quite a bit of humor here. There are bad jokes here. It's quite fun, but it's just not very deep. Gameplay-wise, don't expect a living, breathing world here. It plays out in a futuristic version of the city of Seoul, and everything looks kind of samey, and it's all quite empty. It's just a playground for you to cause mayhem in, just like the title suggests. What's unique, though, about this game is that you can unlock a wide variety of characters with each a different backstory and missions. And you just want to unlock them all because they are all very different. And, for instance, there are tank characters that are good at smashing things up close and personal. They're fast and agile characters. Like, there's a ninja, and there's this girl that has a minigun, for God's sakes. I mean, it's amazing. And each character has a special ability that you can utilize in combat. There's one that can drop a turret that will help you out in sticky situations. There's another that can create a giant explosion. And again, you just want to unlock them all and try them out in the field. Actually, from right in the beginning, every mission, you get to select 3 of these agents. And it's really up to you to make sort of a balanced team, because on the fly you can switch between the characters as you play the game, which is one of the strong points again of Agents of Mayhem. And also all the statistics and characteristics of your character can be upgraded, and you can customize your character with different looks. This is all very good stuff, but when it comes down to the actual gameplay, the game sort of falls short. The game throws a lot of the same mission types at you. It's basically go here on the map to similar looking environments and start shooting bad guys. And what's annoying that every mission requires you to go to a starting position, so there's some downtime getting to that starting position. Then you need to go to another location, and that's where the mission sort of takes place. There's, again, a lot of downtime. I like games that respect my time, especially action games. I mean, I like to be dropped right into the action, and sometimes you just need to drive through this boring-looking city, and it's just not much fun. Also, once you're out of the car and the fight actually starts, the controls feel kind of slippery. And the game regularly requires you to scale buildings to get to higher positions and to fight there. But it all feels kind of clunky. And once you're there, as I said, you just kill a bunch of bad guys that sort of spawn in. It's really wave-based, so you need to get rid of all the bad guys that are all the same looking soldiers that sort of stand around. They don't do much. They're pretty much bullet sponges. Sometimes they'll run at you, but that's pretty much it. So don't expect deep combat. It's very simplistic. So the fighting itself looks better and flashier than it actually plays.
Do you feel that?
It's really button mashy-ish. Enemies don't do much, as I said. It's just not very spectacular to play. Also, there's a significant slowdown and stuttering when things get really hectic on the screen with explosion and flashes and all that sort of thing, which is really disappointing given the fact that this is somewhat of an older game. I mean, I don't have like a super new PC, but it should play this game properly, I think, without any stuttering. So yeah, this game could have been really special if the gameplay sort of matched the polished look and feel and style of it, but it's really style over substance. It's mindless action. It's fun for a while. But it's really mediocre in its execution, and I got kind of tired of it playing it. I mean, I played a bunch of missions and I stopped for a while, then I came back to play another, and it's fun to see the cartoon sort of continue and see what's next, but in the end it's just kind of it's just mediocre, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope that Volition do a better job and introduce a deeper combat system in their next game. That's pretty much what I think of Agents of Mayhem. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and see you next time.